Good evening. Hello everyone. Pop your hands up. I want you to close your eyes and I want you to picture yourself in a large open field. Anyway, I will be live 3 times a week, and these are the ones of what spirits say, so what they actually want to pass on to you, what they want me to share. I hope I do it justice. I don't really understand the topic fully, but I'll see if I can and see exactly what they mean. So they'll probably just start taking over and talk through me, so I'll see what comes through. So what they want to talk about is how energy is mirrored, and I think they've got this from some of my business clients. I think this is where it's come from. So everything is energetic. Everything you see, feel, touch, the air around you, everything carries energy. And the reason that people can feel a little bit out of sorts at the moment, or they can feel that maybe the orb activity on their pictures is stronger, or maybe the activity in their house, like light bulbs and things. I mean, my spirits and my feathers group's been full of it. There's been loads going on. And it can be because the energy around us is quite highly charged at the moment. So obviously there's a lot of emotion in the air. There's a lot of people that are struggling. There's lots of people that have just really had enough of the situation we're in. Lots of people feeling quite anxious. And all of those individuals give off a certain energy. And these are the humans I'm talking about, us humans, not spirit. We give off a worried energy. So obviously that worried energy goes out into the atmosphere around us, and everybody tends to soak it up. Now normally, on a normal occasion in the world, it would only be, like I was saying, the light workers that will soak up that energy, but actually it would appear at the moment that lots of people are soaking up that energy and lots of people are absorbing it, and it's making everyone feel a little bit out of sorts. So it's quite interesting to see the difference. Interesting for me. It's not a pleasant always experience for everyone, but it is on the other hand quite interesting. And what the good news is, even though that is making, if you are feeling a bit out of sorts and it is making you feel slightly, imbalanced at the moment, the good news is that you are always in control of the energy that you give out. So you can switch anything that you're unhappy with in your life at the moment, or in your business that is maybe not serving you, and you can switch it. You can switch it because everything's reflected back at you. And the thought that we are not in control of that, or not able to direct our own happiness, is just a myth. It's a complete myth, because you're the person that can change everything around you. You're the person that can change your love life. You're the person that can change your home life. You're the person that can change your financial situation, and you're the person that can change your business as well. So you can change anything that might not be serving you at this moment in time, but the first step is always being aware that it always starts with you, and it always starts with you. And there's no point, this is what I get all the time from them, there's no point asking spirit for support and guidance if you haven't switched and cleared within yourself. Now, if you've gone through my psychic school, you'll know what that means. And if you've gone through one of my business courses, you'll know exactly what I mean. So basically, to create the space for them to help us, we need to actually help them know where to send us, okay? So what I mean by that is we need to recognize the imbalance within ourselves, because what we give out then, they can mirror back to us. So it starts with you, and it starts with you taking action today. It doesn't just start with spirit, your guides, your higher self, your higher consciousness, God, whoever it is that you believe in. It doesn't start with them, it starts with you. It starts with you shifting, allowing that space for them to come back to you. So everything then is mirrored. So for example, if you're giving out oh gosh, I can't leap on a course and I can't do it because I'm too scared, I won't have enough money, or I don't feel that it would work for me and I'm scared that it works for everybody else and not for me, or maybe you've done something in the past and you don't want to leap again because it didn't work out that time, so why would it work out this time? So of course the energy then that you're giving out is that something doesn't work for you, that things and opportunities and success is actually meant for other people and it's not meant for you. So that's going to be reflected back to you. So if you believe that, and then you were to leap on one of the courses and you did it anyway and thought, well, sod it, I'll do it and I'll see what happens, that's what's going to be reflected back to you. That's what's going to be sent back to you. That case of you're not good enough or it doesn't work for you, because that's what you've put out there. So the energy's always mirrored. So the reason that some people have, I say great lives because everyone thinks a great life can be different. Somebody else's life that they think is great, somebody else might think is rubbish, so everyone's opinion of a great life is very different. However, the reason that some people appear to have maybe more success than others, or appear to be happier than others, or appear to be energetically charged more than others, is because of the energy they give out to start with. So if they're giving out such happiness, positivity, charge, and feeling that the world's their oyster, and of course their dreams aren't big enough, and of course, you know, they can have anything they want, and they go into that energy and that space and that vibration of, yes, it's mine, yes, I'm going to be successful, yes, I'm going to have what I want, yes, I'm going to have the perfect love life, yes, I'm going to have great family, yes, I'm going to have this, that and the other, I'm going to have peace and harmony, then of course that's reflected back to you, because that's what you're giving out and that's what your boundaries are. So you expect it to happen to you, because if you were giving out such love, beauty and happiness and vibrating on the highest level, you would only expect and you would only have the headspace for that to be sent back to you and for that to be received. So if you think about it, when you look in a mirror now, so if I was to hand you a mirror, what would you expect to see? So the mirror's facing you, you've got the glass here, ignore the nails, corona. So you've got the glass here and you're looking in the mirror, what would you expect to see? Let me know what you'd expect to see. It's a real obvious question, but I just want you to say. Let me know. What would you expect to see? Dun, da, 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 da. I'm waiting. Come on, comments. Come on. What are you expecting to see? Nancy, darling, tune in again tomorrow and I'll help you. What would you expect to see if I hand you a mirror? The mirror's in front of your face, guys. Yourself. Thank you, Hayley. Yeah, you'd expect to see you. So, of course, that's your reflection because it's a mirror. So everything that you look at is reflected back at you. So if you think about it in that sense, everything you're putting out is going to be reflected back at you. So just try it and see what spirit means. So if you sit there, and you could try it tonight or you could try it tomorrow, whenever you feel like you want to experiment with this. But like, I expect and I deserve and I desire this, and you give out an expectation energy of course that's going to happen. Yes, of course you're human, you're going to think it's not always possible for you, or why me, but just give out an energy of I expect it to happen, of course it's going to come, of course this is going to work for me, of course, you know, just give that expectation and give out that really good vibrational energy where you're happy and you're striving for what really, really makes your soul come alive and what makes you glow from the inside out, because you only get one life. You get one life as far as we know. Some people believe in coming back and all that, but from what I've seen and what I speak to, you only get one life. You then go on and live on in spirit world, but the human experience you only get the one of. So make it the best you possibly can. Why would you spend that time being miserable? And I think I say this like quite a lot, so you're probably all like, Kate, you've said this about 50,000 times, you're still saying the same message. But it's just like, I know it can be hard, and I know it can be hard to always be positive. And one of my friends, she calls me Miss Positive Pants. She goes, come on, Miss Positive Pants. And it is true, I am Miss Positive Pants. But equally, I expect that back. So it's reflected back at me because that's what I give out. So what is it that you're vibrating today? What is it that you're giving out today? Let me know. Because if you're chopping and changing, and if you're thinking you're not good enough, and if things aren't coming to you consistently enough, or you're not happy with something, there's an imbalance within you. There's an imbalance within something you're doing, or something you're saying, or somehow you're behaving. And we can shift that. You know, you're in full control of that. You can shift it. You don't have to stay in that position, and you don't have to stay where anything that you don't desire is brought back to you. Does this make sense? I feel like I'm, every time I come on, I feel like I'm a preacher. I really do. The Secret on Netflix is all about what you're saying. I've never seen The Secret, but I do know about Law of Attraction. Because one of my business besties, Sarah Morgan, you guys, if you love Law of Attraction, go follow Sarah Morgan. She's amazing. It's at Mastering the Art of Manifesting, and yeah, she taught me about Law of Attraction and manifestation. Absolutely, she's the genius on it. But this is very much about today, not just manifestation and not Law of Attraction. What is it that you're vibing today? Why would you, and is anyone in a weird funk at the moment? Does anyone feel, you know, that things aren't working out for them, and they feel almost like, I don't want to say hard done by, but feel as if there's nobody up there being their positive team? You know, maybe in your business you're trying to launch something and it's just not going quite right. You know, I've got some ladies that are in one of my courses called Launch It the Way Spirit Says, and it's how you launch business courses out online. And, you know, we were going through their experiences of what they've done so far. And is there something that hasn't quite worked for you? Is there something in your business maybe you've been vibing and putting out there and it just seems to work for everybody else, but for you it just doesn't quite seem to? Is there something in love life? Maybe you're just feeling that exhaustion. Maybe you're just feeling that I'm just fed up. I just feel like it's not going to happen. You know, it's meant for other people. Okay, so Hayley said an interesting one. I don't know what I'm giving out. I've just felt average, but also grateful for having beautiful horses and countryside in my life. Okay, so average, there's nothing wrong with being average. There's nothing wrong. I don't think I'm anything more than average, you know, so there's nothing wrong with it at all. But I would say to you, what is it that you are desiring? Because it feels almost like that sentence is you've given up on the fact that life could be anything other than average. Life can be spectacular. Life can be absolutely fantastic and the best experience and best ride of your life. If you think about like a roller coaster you've been on, personally I hate them, but think about a roller coaster you've been on and it's really thrilled you and it's made you come off and you're all a bit like full of adrenaline and like that. I'm not saying that life has to be a roller coaster, you know, I'm not Ronan Keating, but it feels like almost don't just expect the average to be your life. You can have far more than the average. Why couldn't you? Why couldn't you have far more than the average? There's no reason. Of course you can. There's, you know, nothing different between what you desire and what somebody who, for example, okay, so I was watching yesterday, I haven't watched it all, but Becoming Michelle Obama. Has anyone watched it? Becoming Michelle Obama. And she is so lovely. She's such a lovely person. I didn't really know much about her, but I only watched about half an hour of it, but it's really good. I'm going to watch the rest of it. But she's basically come from a normal working family. So why can't she, and she was the first lady. So why shouldn't she be the first lady? Why is somebody else more special than her? They're not, are they? So of course she deserved to be the first lady, of course. And I think she was the perfect one. So think about it, you're not average. None of us are average, not one of you are. And you've really got to strive for everything you believe in, and you've really got to strive for your desires. And don't think that those desires of yours are out of reach. This is why I'm here 3 times a week, guys. I'm preaching like a sermon because I won't allow any of you to give up on your dreams, especially when I know there's a quicker route with spirit and you can all just tune in and you can all channel and you can all be there and help yourselves to it and you can call it in. But the part where people get stuck and the part where people think that spirit are only there for certain people and not for others is because they don't know the first ingredient. The first ingredient to the whole connection is it starts with you. It starts with what you're putting out. So, and it starts with the vibration level. And it's hard enough for spirit to try and communicate with a psychic, let alone spirit trying to communicate with people that aren't naturally open to it. So you've got to think to yourself, you've got to help them in any way that you can, to allow your angels to channel and allow your angels to send you the information that they want to send you, and allow those angels to send you, or whatever it is that you believe in, to send you the opportunities and put you on the right path. And this is why you get to the point where you are looking at 2 or 3 options and thinking, well, that might be right for me, or maybe I should try that, maybe I should give that a go. And it's because we're not tuned in. You're not tuned into where it is that you're really wanting to be. Is anyone feeling like they're at the crossroads at the moment? Because when you get to that point where there's maybe 2 options, it's a case of, well, what do I do? Who do I turn to? How do I know which one's the best? You know, how do I know which one to go down, which path? And that's when you need spirit, and that's when you know that you need to go back. You need to go back 2 places. You need to open up, work out what you're giving out, work out what you're desiring, and work out why you think it's not possible for you. Why is it not? I tell my girls every single day, they roll their eyes at me, I tell my girls every single day, you can have anything you want. You can be anything you want. Aim high, reach for the stars, nothing's too out there. And I even say it to Mr. H about myself, I say, we're going to be doing this, we're going to be doing that, and he's like, oof. But I just go, I don't care, I know I'm going to do it, I'm going to be there. Why wouldn't I? Why not me? Why not you? Of course, you're special, you're all special, you're all gorgeous, but the only thing you need to be remembering now is it starts with you. So what are you vibrating? Do not want to hear that you're vibrating an average life. Do not want to hear, sorry if I'm getting tough on you, but this is what I'm like with my business clients. I do not want to hear that it's not an option for you. I do not want to hear that you feel that somebody else is going to have it more than you, or somebody else deserves it more than you, or you can't have it because of X, Y, Z. That's rubbish. You can have it because you deserve it, because you do, because you're enough. And that's what it all boils down to. Relationships, money, the business of your dreams, the children of your dreams. It all boils down to you starting with, I am enough, I'm enough, and I'm going to do it, and why not me? There's nothing more special about anyone else, and you don't have to have anything all aligned. You know, you don't have to have a great figure, or you don't have to have the best, I'm trying to think of what you might think you might need. You don't need to have loads of money, you don't need to have this, that and the other to get started. You just need to start now, today, with you. It's all about the vibration that you're giving out. That's all that matters. But because we don't always think it starts with us, and we feel so confused by the time that we need spirit, usually when we're desperate and we're calling out for them, that we just don't even think about it starting with us first. Okay, so this is it. So you really, really need to now think about the vibration you're giving out. Think about that. Think about why, what you want, and go and grab it, because the time is now. The time is now, absolutely. Now, my darlings, if you are a business owner, my VIP mastermind is closing tonight at midnight. Closes tonight. So if you have a business and you want to connect to spirit more, and you want to know how it can work for you, and how you can soar, and how you can be guided, and how you can even start connecting on a deeper level, this is for business owners only that are already established. Then get yourselves into the Spiritually Rich Babe Facebook group, which is linked to this page, and I will get you into that VIP mastermind. But you've only got till midnight tonight. Remember, guys, life is short. Come on, go live it. Go live the best life you possibly can. Everything that you desire is waiting for you. Okay? I hope that that made it clear that energy is mirrored, and we'll see what Spirit have to say next week on their next topic. Until then, I will see you tomorrow, my darlings, for live readings, which is just live love readings, general readings. So I'll see you all tomorrow for those. Look out for the live sign. Make sure you've liked the page so I know that I can see your comments, and have a think about what your question is to Spirit. I love you all so much. Big kisses, big loves. Mwah. Bye.